This is the best way to script out a YouTube video in 2025. So before I get into what makes up a great script and actually how to write one, there's some general rules I want to go over. So first off, each script needs to solve one problem and one problem only. You don't want to talk about other things that are not related to the title of the video and the video itself. Give certainty any proven process, and you want to put yourself in the viewer's shoes. So you want to ask yourself, what do they know? What do they not know? And most importantly, why they should watch. What is it? What is the problem that they're facing that by watching your video, you could help them out with? So yeah, it's the same thing, the awareness level, what do they know? What do they don't know? And this, for the hooks and the outros, you want to keep it as short as possible. And since most videos that are B2B or B2C are short, people that are watching them don't really have that much time to watch a whole 40, 50, 60-minute video. So you want to get to the value fast. You want to get to the fat, trim off as much fat as you can from the hook and the outro, which we'll get into later. But basically, you just want to keep it short and want to get right into the point of what the video is about and what problem you're solving by making this video. Also, most importantly, you want to make them feel like everything is done for them. You don't want your clients to have to guess what to talk about, yeah, basically that. The first thing is you want to relate to the viewer. You want to show that you understand where they are. So, for example, if you're selling drop shipping, you want to say something along the lines of, I was dead broke 2 years ago. I started drop shipping, and through my method, I grew my TikTok drop shipping company to, millions of dollars. Now I live wherever I want to. But like first you have to relate to them, as give them the pain points, as like, I was living with my mom, I couldn't pay any bills, I couldn't move out of my house, whatever, you and your story. And then you want to establish credibility. You want to give as much visual evidence as you can. So for example, if you're saying that you made millions of dollars doing TikTok ads or TikTok, what you want a screenshot, or you want to make as much irrefutable visual evidence as you can. Screenshots of clients paying you, proof, numbers, clients, results, case studies, whatever. Just try to, get it into the hook as much as you can. And then in the hook, you also have to tell them exactly what they'll learn, and then basically give them the dream outcome. So like if you watch until the end, assure you that you will know how to, start a successful TikTok store after watching this video. So I include some of these hooks, some of the examples I've used that have worked. So, I mean, I'm not going to read through it all, but basically it's giving social proof, like I said before, giving a time period of what people are doing wrong or what you could do better. Mistake, mistake, mistake. And then you're just going to go, so in this video, I'm going to break down what you really need. And then if you're, your target audience looking for a specific outcome, watch this entire video because I'm going to show you what to focus on, what to ignore. So that's one hook that always works. Another one is, in the last, X amount of years, X amount of months, I've done this, this, and that, and I've helped people get to this, this, and that. And I'm going to show how I did it. Not holding anything back, and, just go into it. What I want you guys to realize is these hooks are relatively short. Just like I said here, keep it short, 30 to 60 seconds, and get to the value of what it is that your video is about. So, I achieved this and I can help you, get your specific outcome. Just like go straight into it. Now, for the body, because A good script is made, I forgot to mention, a good script is made out of three parts: a hook, a body, and an outro. And basically, the only thing you want to, either for yourself or for your clients, to read word for word is the hook and the outro. And I'll explain why in a minute. So the body works different than the hook and the outro, as I just explained. The body is supposed to just sound normal. Like right now, I'm not reading off a script. I'm just, reading off of this and it's just like coming off the top of the dome. Basically, you do not want to sound like a robot. And the reason behind this is that it's just so much easier to record and you can inject your own personality and expertise. And basically, that's the whole point of the video. You want to sound like you're the expert, you're the expert. You're the one that knows how things work. Or if you're doing it for a client, you want to put them in front, and they've had, again, with TikTok ads or TikTok shop, they've had 2 years or whatever amount of time uh, that they could add their own expertise that I don't have, that they can inject their own expertise into the script, which eventually makes the video perform better, which pushes it out to more people, which eventually makes the business grow. So basically, the way the body is structured, like I said, you never write it word for word, and you're never supposed to read off word for word. So the way the body works is, you have bullet points, you look at the bullet points if needed, and you just riff off of those. And basically try to sound as human as possible, even though you have a script. Because when you have a script, you just sound like very monotone. It's boring. You like people don't really want to watch a person that's just like sounding monotone all the time. So you want to emphasize keywords. You want to, you know, do as a human would. And also, the mid-roll CTA is also something very important where, you want to put it somewhere around the 30% mark, even lower, like 50, halfway through the body. And you just want to make it small and discreet. You just want to keep it casual. So something like, oh, by the way, if you want this, the first link in the description. And so, yeah, we do this because a viewer won't really, sometimes they won't really watch to the end. So sometimes they watch 3, 4 minutes of a 7-minute YouTube video. So you want to like get them halfway through before they leave and they cut the video. You want to say, oh, so if you're interested in, what I've shown so far, the first link in the description so we can, you know, and I just gave an example of the body, which I won't really read through, but this is basically what a body looks like. This is just for one of, I made this script for a person that wants to have a lot of words on screen. Some people don't, some people do. It's personal preference. But this person didn't. And I just, we made a I don't really remember what it was, but it was like a five best ways to grow your LinkedIn. And as you can see, like there's 5 steps, there's 3 bullet points for each step, and the mid-roll CTA, like if you want to, want to work with me and talk about your LinkedIn strategy, click the first link in the description. So I just want to give you a little example of how that looks. And finally, the outro. So the outro is supposed to be short and sweet, just like the intro. And the most important sentence of the outro is a transition sentence. So you don't want to go into the outro just like click the first link in the description, bye. You want to have a transition sentence, which helps a lot. From what I've seen in YouTube videos, it helps a lot because when you don't really have one, the views of the YouTube of the videos drastically drop and the video performs way worse. So you have to basically give them a summary of, so that's exactly how to, make $1 million through TikTok. And then you make a smooth transition to your CTA. So you say, so that's how I made $1 million through TikTok. If you're interested, click the first link in the description. I'll walk you through how to set up your first TikTok shop, what to expect, how to get results, how to set up, how to get paid, the whole process. So in the outro, you have to give them a quick summary of the video, just like I said. Like, so that's how I, I made $1 million, but you also have to create doubt. You have to say, if you do this, if you follow what I just told you, there will be no doubt in my mind that you'll make $1 million, but it will be a lot harder on your own than if you join my academy, if you come work with me. And you know, you can also you can either CTA at the end of the outro or you can CTA in the beginning. I prefer the beginning because it's like fresh in their head because you already gave them, the body and everything. And it's like fresh in their head. So like most people that already watched until the end already have heard enough and already want to buy whatever it is you're pitching. So for me, it's better in the intro, but you can also do it at the outro, like at the end of the outro. Um, but yeah, so that's basically the outro, and you want to keep it concise, no abrupt transitions. So I just gave you some outro examples. Uh, so this is a complete blueprint I would follow starting my business. If you follow everything I gave you, there's no doubt you'll achieve. But I'm not gonna pretend you won't hit roadblocks. Challenge, challenge, challenge. If you want to avoid those challenges, click the first link in the description. And basically, the second outro is the same. But I just want to give you some examples of just how the intro or the hook is very short and sweet. The outro is basically the same. It's basically giving them a summary, giving them a CTA, and yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty much it for this video. And if you're a business owner, coach, or creator, and you want us to handle all of your YouTube content on a done for you basis, the ideation, the scripting, the SEO, the thumbnails, literally everything, check out Omni Content. It will be the first link in the description. We run the entire YouTube operation so you can just focus on running your own business. And we do charge a few thousand per month, so you should ideally be making 10 to 20K per month and be serious about building a YouTube channel that actually drives revenue. And that's all for scripting. See you in the next one.